morning, everybody. We'll be waiting for five more minutes for everybody to join, and then we'll be starting off. We are waiting for everybody to join. We'll be starting off at 11:05. I understand a lot of people have joined and a few are yet to join. So let's wait for 2-3 minutes more.
Indrani, are you still on mute? Are you able to unmute yourself?
Now I can. Just sound testing. Am I audible?
Perfect. Thank you.
A very good morning to one and all. I'm Nidhi Kasetwar, and I would want to welcome you all to the Future Ready Talent Program orientation in association with Microsoft, GitHub, Future Skills Prime, Quest, and EY. We, the panel, thank you all for being here with us today. A lot of us may ask, why this program? In the last 2 years, a lot of our students have been studying from home with a mere virtual connect with colleges and fellow students. Given this, how do we develop real-world problem-solving skills? How do we link what we learned in college to what we need to apply in the industry? How do we bridge the gap? So here we are, presenting to you an opportunity to learn and experience real-world problem-solving using the power of technologies powered by Microsoft Azure. The purpose of this program is to empower learners from India with technology skills for employability. The program aims at preparing learners to work towards solving business challenges and creating innovative solutions using tools like Microsoft Azure and GitHub tools. In this context, I would want to welcome our esteemed speakers to share their vision, mandate, and commitment that they bring to this program. The first speaker on the panel here with us today is a visionary leader who has more than 2 decades of experience with more than a decade in Microsoft. She has held several leadership roles defining and executing sales and marketing strategies, managing the P&L, and consulting for learning solutions for corporate clients. In her current role at Microsoft, she is responsible for leading the learning culture and skilling strategy for India and for driving the overall execution for customers, partners, employees, and also future generation skilling. Please join me in welcoming on the forum Chief Learning Officer at Microsoft India, Indrani Chaudhary.
Thank you,
Welcome,
Nidhi. Just a quick sound check. All audible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Good morning, students. And I feel very privileged to be here to welcome you to the orientation session of Future Ready Talent Program. And let me first begin by congratulating each and every one of you who have taken the decision to onboard on this one of its kind virtual internship program. And since the onset of pandemic, we have actually witnessed organizations across the globe embrace digital transformation at a rapid pace. And one thing which is non-negotiable for any of these companies is that they need to become a digital company, irrespective of which industries that they come from. They need to build specific solutions on already what is available as the best of class technology. Case in point, Microsoft Azure, which is also considered as the world's computer. And given the current situation, India's demand for digital talent jobs is approximately 8x larger than the size of available talent pool. And it is likely to grow, by 2024, it is likely to be 20x more the demand than the supply. And this is as per the NASSCOM's report. Hence, the good news is that you have signed up for the right program at the right time so that you can leverage the opportunity that lies ahead of you. And we have designed this program keeping you at the center. So let's start with our curriculum. 95%, as I just mentioned, 95% of our Fortune 500 companies across the globe use Microsoft cloud technologies. And the curriculum that is part of this program helps you master the latest and the most in-demand Microsoft cloud technologies. And together with AICTE and NASSCOM Future Skills Prime program, we have ensured that the curriculum is aligned to the national occupational standard and hence can be considered for credits by your institutions as per the national education policy. And as part of the program, I strongly encourage you that you should sign up for even cloud certifications, which is a validation, or rather a global validation of the tech skills that you acquire. Our instructional pedagogy is also designed such that we ensure that you not only learn the technical skills, but you learn to apply the skills. And no better place than GitHub, where you have the necessary developer tools, including the Azure credits to exercise learn by doing. And GitHub is one of the largest coding communities that we have, so it gives a wide exposure to your projects that you develop. And today, when searching for new recruits for their project, most companies actually look at GitHub profiles and GitHub repositories. So please leverage this because it is baked into the program so that you can have more collaborative learning experience. And as I just mentioned a few seconds back, every company today to become successful needs to become a digital company. And according to LinkedIn data, job opportunities that are available in the non-tech industries is growing faster than in the tech industries. And through this program, so what we get to you is access to technical as well as industry mentorship from Ernst & Young, a global advisory organization. We believe that with this mentorship support, you will be able to power your ideas to build solutions that address opportunities and challenges faced by different industries. And those students who successfully clear the internship will not only get the internship certificate, but get an opportunity to attend the virtual career fair, which we will conduct early next year. In this career fair is actually will be organized by Quest Corp, which is one of India's leading tech staffing services company. I'm sure this would become a good platform for you to showcase the skills that you acquire, the projects that you build to our wide network of partners and customers, Microsoft's partners and customers who are in search of talent with cloud skills. So I can't wait for you to start this journey, and over the course of the next few minutes, you will learn the tricks and tips to kind of navigate through this process so that you rise and shine at the end of this program. So all the very best students, please give it your 100% and cross all the milestones that are coming up your way. With that, I hand it back to you, Nidhi. You're on mute, Nidhi.
Thank you, Indrani. It was a very insightful session, and I'm sure that your words and your commitment would have inspired the students here today. You have stressed upon the importance of application, and I'm sure these students would look at not just learning, but also the application part. They would focus on that. Thank you so much again. I would request the students, if you have any questions, you can put in the Q&A section. Thank you. Thank you so much, Indrani.
That's great.
Now I would request our next esteemed speaker. She's an enterprising multidimensional education industry leader and business accelerator. She has over 2 decades of experience in learning and development of information technology industry program, management, and the various functions in quality, partnership, and people management and sales. She leads the Future Skills initiatives in India with special focus on academic interventions, building strategic alliances with industry and academia. She's highly engaged in policy-level interventions for higher education at state and national level departments. With these words, I am honored to invite on the forum National Lead Future Skills Academia, NASSCOM, Sridevi Sira. Over to you, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much, Nidhi. Congratulations to all of you who are on this call, and compliments that you have taken the right decision to actually nurture your career in the right direction. So just to, collect the point from what Indrani started off, and I would just like to share with you some points. When world is thinking about digital, one destination that the world cannot afford to miss, or a one destination that is a must focus destination, is certainly India. And this is because of the demographic dividend that India has today. One of the research reports actually calls out that by 2030, we will be a nation who will have about 90 million people joining the workforce. And the war for talent is, multiplying, and it is multiplying by leaps and bounds. The right set of skills is definitely the ask of every organization that is looking for talent. And also it is very important that the organizations get the relevant set of skills. It's a skill which is, standardized. It is a skill which meets the expectations of how they want you to work for the organization. Looking at this, to understand the future of work, we went ahead and did a research trying to understand how is future of work going to look like. Future of Work report definitely called out about 10 emerging technologies and 10 professional skills, which are mandatory skills if somebody wants to prosper in their career. That took us to, where we are right now. That is Future Skills Prime as an initiative. This is one of its kind, the government public-private partnership, which is available. This is along with Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology that NASSCOM has built this particular platform, which is called Future Skills Prime Platform. This is basically a digital skilling ecosystem that is getting built for the nation. And we want to ensure when the world looks at India, they have the right set of skills to look for. As we talk today, we have about 400,000 users who are regularly coming onto the platform, and more than about 2 lakh of these students have enrolled into various programs. In the recent times, we have all observed that the way that we are all expected to work is totally changing, and it is changing dynamically so. And that calls for each one of you to understand how you need to be prepared for future of work. And that's where we have one of the best partners with us, on this call. We have Microsoft, which has helped us put together this particular program. Of course, thanks to all the partners who've made the program even more robust. Like Indrani called out, the robustness of this program is how you use the GitHub tools so that you showcase what you are actually learning. And that's how you can actually share to the world what is the ability or a competency that you are getting to build. In line with the same vision, we have, industry leaders who have come together and have helped us build a quality scaling ecosystem. National occupational standard oriented programs, and that's where we are coming with this program to all of you. Since this is mapping to occupational standards, and these are standards that are vetted by the industry and are recognized by the industry, these also qualify for credits. What else? You will be the most powerful resource to be hunted for, and especially because you are going to get one of the best certificates into your hand. On that clue, compliments to each one of you. All the best. Do good. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Sridevi, for your words. They say the path to
Nidhi, you're on mute again.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you, Sridevi, for your words. They say the path to success is to take massive, determined actions. I'm sure your work and commitment will guide our students to work for and achieve the best. I would request these students to please go ahead and ask any questions in the Q&A section. Our next esteemed speaker is a national leader for EY's financial accounting advisory services in India. He has a rich experience of over 20 years in the advisory and consulting industry. A CA by profession, he has also done his US CPA and company secretary courses and is a proud alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad. He regularly engages with standard setters and regulatory bodies in India to help grow the accounting profession. With these words, I take the pleasure to welcome Sandeep Khetan, National Leader FAS, EY India. Over to you, Sandeep.
Thank you, Nidhi, and a great good morning to all of you. I'm sure some of you may be wondering, right? Now, accountant has also now actually turned towards technology, for saving our own future, right? From that perspective. So, I think as you heard, our previous speakers, that technology is becoming all pervasive. And I'm glad, and a big congratulations to all the students for participating in the Future Ready Talent Program. Thanks to AICTE and all the affiliate partners to design a one-of-its-kind program aimed at helping students to learn relevant skills and work on their employability. There are many strategic benefits of this program to the students, like learning latest cloud computing skills, project work, industry readiness, mentorship support, and most importantly, successful students get a chance to participate in the career fair as outlined by Indrani, which will be run by Quest. Technology is playing a very important role at this point in time in our life, and I've kind of said this many times in the context that in the year 1900, where we went through the Industrial Revolution. I think we're now looking at technology revolution in this decade or possibly this century. So as we rapidly move towards a digital economy, technical skill sets are evolving faster than ever, requiring people to become agile learners and solve complex challenges using technology, especially in a post-pandemic scenario where even more business processes have becoming digital. What is our role? EY will be assessing the final project submission. We are a learning partner to Microsoft on this, and will support the students on their learning journey by providing mentorship sessions, query support, and industry readiness sessions. We are very excited to connect with you all through this platform and forums, and will be engaging with you throughout this program. EY is also providing an additional offer to all registered students, as outlined by Indrani, by providing access to Microsoft official courseware for each course listed under the mandatory self-learning. If you were to kind of complete that successfully, you also get, in a way, a global certificate, which is issued by Microsoft and is relevant in any market wherever you go, and that certificate is standard and acceptable everywhere. So it's a very well designed courseware used globally by learners, and it provides detailed information on topics along with lab instructions for a complete hands-on learning experience for all the participants. So I request each one of you to take the benefit and redeem your MOC for all the courses. The courseware remains with you for lifetime access. Next few weeks will be full of learning, fun, action for all of you, and my best wishes are with you for achieving a successful completion of the program. So with this, I'm going to hand it back to Nidhi, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandeep, for the enlightening words and for sharing your thoughts with us. I'm sure you would have inspired our students with your words. Thank you so much. Okay, students, I would request, in case you have any questions, you can put in the Q&A section. Next, I would want to introduce leader and evangelist, education and government engagements at GitHub India. He is also the global program manager of the GitHub Campus program. Prior to this, he was the head of enterprise marketing at Microsoft India. With a strong customer orientation, he has been instrumental in conceiving out-of-the-box customer-first engagement ideas with a strong return on investment and impact. Allow me to welcome Dheeraj Gyani on the forum. Welcome, Dheeraj.
Thank you, Nidhi. I have some slides to share, so I'll share my screen and let me know when you guys can see that. So while the slides comes up, good morning, everyone. Really a pleasure to be here amongst all of you, and it's such an honor for me to be and as well as GitHub to be part of this program. I think we are very sure that this program is going to add some immense value to hundreds and thousands of students and make them future ready for industry, for making their careers as they move forward. GitHub, and when we talk about future of software, and GitHub and future of software goes very synonymous. But whenever we talk about software development, for me, the core is the developer, which is are the human capital that we have. And all the previous speakers have spoken enough, and they have mentioned about the need, the skill gap, and how the whole digital transformation is growing. I think I'm just going to say that the same message in my own words. But the statistic that I want to share with you is more global, not India specific, because world is totally boundaryless today. When we have skills in India, they are being exported everywhere. People and students are working from India and really creating an impact around the world. And that's what Sridevi spoke about, Indrani spoke about this, that how the developer demand is growing even beyond tech industries. And these are all traditional industries which are now being digitally transformed. So you can see the statistics on the screen where you see traditional industries, and they are hiring the maximum number of developers today. Similarly, a very interesting slide again. Sridevi spoke about the NASSCOM projections on the talent gap that we will have. This is another global study that I'm showing. The most interesting point, and I want you to take this point from my presentation, is the 97 new million jobs, which is fine, but there are 85 million jobs which will be replaced with opportunities for new ones in the next 3 years. And this is where program like Future Ready Talent really adds value, because it's not just imparting knowledge, imparting skill, but it is imparting the right skills and knowledge to you, and then is really making you future ready. GitHub is, of course, for us, we are the platform which is used by over 65 million developers in the world today. We are the world's largest platform where software developers come together, collaborate with each other, they use each other's work, and they innovate using technology. Our motive, and that's where we really are very excited about being part of this program in India. And you can see some statistics which talks about our presence in India. So we have 5.8 million active developers on GitHub, using GitHub to develop softwares. In fact, in the last 1 year itself, we had 1 million developers joining the GitHub platform and creating their first project repository. We are a platform which is used by open source software developers also today. So, when you use the platform, and my colleague is going to talk further in the session today about what you can do, how you can use GitHub, but do ensure that you are really using the power of open source software development. In fact, statistics also say that almost 90% of software development happens today on open source. So become advocates of open source software development, become champions of that one, use GitHub. And I'm really looking forward that we have more and more students joining us, and we are really adding value to your life. If I summarize what we are going to do as part of this program, so there is a lot of tools and resources that is going to be offered to you as you join the program, which includes the student developer pack, the classroom, and many other tools. You can then use the power of community, because GitHub is the largest community. use the work which is already present on GitHub, explore what's happening, talk to our experts. We have a lot of volunteers in India, campus experts, and we have campus advisors. Use the power of community and build your career. And that's where, the program like Future Ready Talent really completes that circle from tools and technology, knowledge, to ultimately a successful career for you. So I'll end here and look forward to our session coming up by Arco, where he'll talk about the details on how do you use GitHub. All the best, and feel free to post any questions if you have for me or for all our colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Dheeraj, for your encouraging words. I'm sure your words and your comments would have enthused in our students a spirit of persistence and promise. And you have put across to them the importance of skilling themselves to be future ready. So thank you so much again. I would request the students, if you have any questions, you can post them in the Q&A section. Thank you. The next speaker with us here today has over 2 decades of solution consulting experience, helping customers to develop enterprise solutions and enabling professionals focused on Microsoft Cloud solutions. He has taken up varied roles like global portfolio management and practice management with organizations like Dell Technologies and Dimension Data. He would share details about the FRT program to kickstart the journey to enrich and extend the learning experience of our students. With these words, I would like to invite Alok Agarwal from EY India. Over to you, Alok.
Thanks, Nidhi. Good morning, everyone. My name is Alok. I'm going to walk you through the different aspects about this program today. And let me start with sharing my deck. I will walk you through various aspects here. Right. So let me start with the agenda of this program. I will talk about the goals, the task, and the benefits within this program. We will talk about the various aspects of this program. Within this program, you will start with industry sessions that are designed to provide exposure to the real world experiences. You will have a lot of self-learning content and hands-on labs that will enable you to start designing the applications using many of the in-demand technologies. I would encourage you to expand the horizon of your thoughts and deploy the applications in the cloud services of your choice. Here, you have an open platform to think what application would you want to deploy, aligning it to an industry issue or the possibility that you think of. I will also provide you information about how you can navigate across the virtual internship program, the various aspects like the program boundaries, the timelines, the project selection criteria, and the exciting offers that we have aligned for you within this program. Now let's talk about the goals of the program and the host of benefits that are inbuilt within this virtual internship program. While there's lots that's inbuilt into this program, let me start with the most important goal, that is to give you an opportunity to learn. Today's organizations are either born in cloud or have a definitive roadmap for cloud adoption. Professionals with cloud skills are in great demand. So here we are bringing you an opportunity to learn few of the most in-demand cloud technologies. The second aspect that I would like to talk about here is ability to solve the business challenges. Industry experts are presenting the real world challenges in various industries and possible optimization by using the Azure cloud platform for you. So these scenarios will help you to gain insightful information and garner your thoughts to identify the possible internship project. The key takeaway from these industry videos that we are providing you would be that you identify some of the areas that your project can be aligned to. And going to the point 3 here, this program will help you to build innovative solutions. GitHub is world's most popular code repository for open source software. I would encourage you to leverage the power of Azure and the GitHub tools in your projects. While signing up for this program, you would have been excited to sign up with this program and go through this journey. You would definitely want to know what's in it for you. So let me walk you through. The program provides you a highly enriching experience and covers different elements. So let's talk about some of the elements that are covered within this program. So let me start with the on-demand learning courses available to you. So there are 7 courses which go to the extent of about 200 hours of learning for you. So these are self-paced learning courses available to you from the FRT portal. Then we have the industry readiness videos. We have 5 videos here. These are over 2 hours of readiness videos. You get overview of the cloud computing, and then there are 4 videos which talk about optimizing the processes in different industries using Microsoft's Azure. We also provide you a student developer pack, which includes a $100 credit Azure Pass with step-by-step instructions so that you can play around with the Azure services within your Azure tenant. You would have access to unlimited technical queries on the GitHub discussion boards. These queries would be answered by EY mentors and even your fellow students who would want to resolve these queries for you. To prepare your projects, we have planned interactive sessions. These are targeted to resolve your common concerns. Our senior mentors will identify the most common queries to provide you guidance in the live sessions. So there will be a 1.5 hour session that will be conducted to resolve your queries. Next, you have the career fairs, and some of the earlier speakers have already spoken about this. After the successful completion of this program, you would stand a chance to participate in the virtual career fair, which would be organized by Microsoft and Quest. And once you complete this program, what is the accreditation that you get? So you have a participation certificate that's available to you. Once you complete this program successfully, you can download the certificate from the FRT portal, which can be used across the industry. In terms of eligibility within this program, generally we relate technology related programs to engineering students, but this program here, all students in the Indian colleges are eligible under this program, irrespective of your educational stream. Any stream that you come in, you can participate. You might be pursuing engineering degrees like BE, BTech, MCA, MTech, or science like BSc, or even MBA, or any course for that matter. you're still eligible for this course. And in terms of other criteria, if you have already graduated in 2021 or you're graduating in 22 or 23, you will be eligible to take up this course. The overall program has 4 important phases. In the phase 1, this is a phase that you have already completed. You have completed your registrations and now you're expected to complete your profiles. In case you have not completed your profiles, you should do that. I will walk you through the process of completing the profile on the FRT portal. Once you complete your profile, you will gain access to all the industry videos, and these would be available to you till 29th of October. So you start with your registrations, you complete your profile, and then you have access to your industry videos. In the next phase, today we are in the orientation session, and many of you have joined this session. Many students and your friends have not joined this. So we will provide you the recording of this session, the orientation program. Even for your cross-reference or anybody who has not joined this session, they can always go back and look at this orientation session video. All the online courses would be available to you. So these are opening tomorrow. So these courses will be available to you from October 7th to 25th of November. The phase 3 of this project is where you will work on the project synopsis, which can be submitted from the October 15th to October 29th. Now, I would like to highlight here that project synopsis is one of the criteria for your project selection as well as the final validation of your project. So you should align your project to the final. You should align your project synopsis to the final project, and this will help you to keep the best information that you want to provide. So hence, I would request you to keep this synopsis updated with the right information. You will have an opportunity to update the synopsis at a later date as well. In terms of your final project submission, this is open from 30th October to 13th November, and this is available to you once you complete all your self-learning courses. So you should complete your self-learning courses by 25th of November. Now that you say after completing your learning, submitting your synopsis, you have also submitted your project. After the validation, you would be provided the result on the success of your submissions. Internship results will be announced on the December 1st. All the successful students can download the certificate participation from the FRT portal, and we will announce the dates of the virtual career fairs, which will be organized by Microsoft and the Quest. One small information that I would like to give you here, some of these dates might change over the period. So we will keep you updated on all of such changes. While you're going through the complete program, there are critical do's for you. There are various resources that we have lined up for you, and they are available in different portals. So when you're on your program portal, which is Future Ready Talent portal, you will complete your orientation page. I will walk you through how you create your profile, the information that you're required to update. On the same portal, the FRT portal, you will complete your industry videos. As I spoke, there are 5 industry videos. You will watch them through. You will have to complete this video in totality. You will not be allowed to forward these videos and so on. There are multiple mandatory courses available to you. So when you want to take up these courses, you will be redirected to the Future Skills Prime and the Microsoft Learn portal. And one important thing that I would like to highlight here is when you're moving from one portal to another, you will sign in to every portal every time so that your progress can be tracked accurately. There are multiple mandatory programs, so you will complete them and you will keep on signing into these programs at every point. We are also providing you the developer pack, which will be available to you through the GitHub portal. So this will you can go on the Future Ready Talent portal and download this from the GitHub. Again, I will walk you through the steps of this as well. And next step would be to submit your project synopsis. These project synopsis would be the information about what you're targeting to achieve in your project, the type of problems that you're trying to solve, or any efficiencies that you're trying to build in the industry. There are certain criteria about what technologies you should use. I will cover them in detail while I'm covering the project synopsis later. And the last point here, you have the project submission. You will do this submission on GitHub. You will accurately upload all the application related and the information, all the files that are related to the project on the GitHub repository. Some of the links are also given you at the bottom here for your reference. Next, we will talk about the important step to progress within this program, which is your profile completion. Now I will walk you through how you will complete your student validation on the FRT portal. So give me a moment, I will move to the demo. You would see the FRT portal on my screen, which is the URL for this is futurereadytalent.in, and we will start the demo from here. We will all of you will be required to sign in here. So you can click on the login, provide the credentials. Just allow me a moment here. OK, so here you are on the futurereadytalent.in. I will log in here, providing my credentials. And When you log into this portal, you will reach the home page. From there, you should go to the Learnings tab here. On the Learning tab, at this point, you will see the orientation shows in red because I have not updated my profile and this is not activated for you. So this is the next task for you. We go and update 3 fields here. We will provide the college name, the institution name. You will provide your specialization and you will upload your college ID or the provisional mark sheet provided to you. So you can choose, there is an upload option here. I will pick up a file and submit this.
Alok, you may want to scroll down.
Sure, thanks. So beyond this, we will update the different profiles on the 5 different tabs, the Microsoft Learn, Future Skill Prime, GitHub, LinkedIn, and AICT. So I will quickly show you this. We start with the Microsoft Learn. I will pick up the URL for this. Whenever we want to update these, do remember every time you're updating this, you will have to click on the submit button here. So I put in my profile information URL and then I would submit. When this gets submitted, I will move to the next tab. In this case, this is Future Ready Talent. Future Skill Prime, and I will have to provide an email ID on which I have registered on this portal. So I will go ahead and put an email ID that's I have used to register myself, and then again I will submit here. Next, I will go to GitHub. I will pick up the ID, the profile URL here. And then I would submit this. So do remember at every point, every update, you will click on submit.
Just adding to what Alok has mentioned. Alok, if you could just go to Microsoft Learn tab once more.
Yep.
So students, you can also find how to locate your MS Learn profile URL by clicking on Find Your Profile. So once you click on this link, it opens up a document for you and you could locate how to find your profile URL. Alok, would you like to click on that link once?
Sure.
So this document opens up into another tab. You can follow those directions, take your profile URL from here, and then paste it into the profile URL button, and then click on submit.
Sure.
Similarly, you will find that on the LinkedIn also, how to locate your LinkedIn profile URL. Over to you, Alok.
All right. And any point, so one is the help associated to this, and second is if you have not already signed up to any of these, you also have an option to sign up directly from here. So we had updated our information till here. Let me go to the AICT link, provide an email and that I've used to register with AICT, and then I submit this as well. When I complete these tasks, I will see the self-learning and the industry sessions available to me, and I will see a list of courses there. So here you have some of the, here's the list of all the courses that are available to you. When you progress in these courses, you can click here and say you can get the information about how do you, when you have started, because I have just completed my profile. It does not show me the refresh date yet. This is the place where we are doing a weekly refresh about the progress of your of your progress. So this refresh would happen every week, and the last refresh would be displayed to you here. So for example, this might have been, if I am completing, say I am on 10th of October, I have started on 6th and I have completed few courses. I would see the last refresh there. And as I said, some of you had queries around when this will get refreshed. So the answer to that is this is a weekly refresh right now. If we change anything, we will notify you. But the last update or the refresh would be notified to you here. You can progress with these courses based on these and the refresh rate. Refresh would be visible to you here. Now let me move to the next section. We will talk about the industry sessions. Here we will try and relate the real world industry challenges and the IT solutions that we can use to optimize the processes within the industry. In this section, there are 5 videos that are available to you. One is the Azure overview video, and there are 4 other videos which cover different sectors like healthcare, fintech, education, which is edtech, and sustainability, which is called as Earth here. We have specifically created these videos where we look at how Microsoft Azure is enabling the automation and business transformation in the identified industries. We will also look at how these industries function, the challenges, the role of technologies to streamline the business processes, and how the customers are benefiting by adapting any of these technologies. For example, we will look at how machine learning is enabling industries to accurately predict the future demand, risk, etc. And we will also look at how artificial intelligence is bringing higher efficiencies by taking quick actions. One important call out here is all of the 5 videos here are mandatory. So you should ensure that you watch all of these videos. There are 4 industry specific videos and 1 Azure overview video. In these videos, we have used multiple case studies, and these will help you to relate how Azure technologies or the services within the Azure can be used in the real world industrial environment. There are multiple courses that are available to you in your learning plan. When you log into your FRT portal, you will see a learning plan for you. So let me explain you the learning plan here. There are 7 Microsoft courses that are listed in your learning plan. All of these courses are compulsory and you should complete all of these courses. You will see the list and the code of the courses here. You will have some fundamental courses on Azure, AI, and then there are some advanced courses around development, security, implementing Azure AI, data science, etc. Now let me come back to progress tracking again here. While you're completing your courses on the FRT portal, while you're moving ahead in the program with your learnings, you will see the progress as shown in the screen here. So this person has completed some of the courses. So here you will see it as complete. And as I showed you in the live demo in the portal, you will see a last refresh date. So this is just an example where the last refresh date is mentioned here along with the time. So this will give you a good idea if some of the courses are not reflecting as completed on your profile. So you will have to just allow that stipulated time while your tracking gets accurate. I would again like to make a very important call out here. When you are taking up your self-learning courses, you will be navigated across various portals, the FRT portal, the FSP portal, and the MS Learn. There is no single sign-on available to you. So please ensure that you sign in to every portal while you're completing any course within this. This is the only way you will ensure that your progress is accurately tracked. So do remember, whenever you're redirecting from one portal to another, you will log in to that specific portal as well. Within this program, we are providing you the student developer pack. So for claiming the student developer pack, you should update your Microsoft Azure skills on the LinkedIn. I will also show you on the LinkedIn page how this can be done. So we are very specifically looking for a keyword called Microsoft Azure. So please ensure that you stick to this so that this can be tracked accurately. So you will have to, you can follow the below steps. You can complete the first learn module. So on the Microsoft, from the Microsoft Learn, there are multiple modules that are marked as mandatory. So you will have to complete the first module within that. And then you will go on to the LinkedIn and you can add the Microsoft Azure skills under the skills and the endorsement sections. You can you will have an option on the sidebar on the FRT portal which says claim student developer pack. You will see it here. You have a link as well as you have a QR code available to you here. So you can use these and claim your developer pack. This will also help you to confirm whether your skills are updated and then you will click on confirm. Once your skills are validated and your profile is correctly updated, you will receive a special link for claiming the student developer pack. In case your skills are not updated currently, you will get a message mentioning the reason for not getting the access. So you should follow the steps accurately, and then you will get the link. Here is the screenshot for updating your skills within your LinkedIn. So as I said, you go to your LinkedIn profile. Within the skills and the endorsement section, you will have a tab called Add New Skills. Within that, you will have Add Another Skill. So you go to Add Skills here, and then you type Microsoft Azure, and then you will save this skill. Next, we will talk about the project synopsis. You will see many of the circles highlighted in red. These are some of the very critical phases that you will have to complete before your final project submission. Your project should be aligned to these responses, else your project might get rejected. So you will have an opportunity to upload improvised version and ensure that you review your synopsis responses, and then you progress within your project. So as I said, some of the criterias, you should align your project to the 5 industries that there is a drop down available. So you will select one of the industries. You will choose a suitable project title and the description. You will explain the problem statement or the opportunity area. So either you have identified a problem within an industry or you're identifying a opportunity area. And then you will select and use at least 3 Azure services. Again, there is a list of Azure services. So you will choose at least 3 services. There is no cap on the upper number. You may use 7, 8, any number, but minimum you should use 3 Azure services. We have other technology section, so you can highlight which other technologies apart from the Azure services are being used in this project. You can claim your developer pack. I have already shown you that, the process for that. And all of this has to be done before the last date, which is 29th of October. And as I said, if some of these criteria are not matching, then your project might be rejected. So be careful about that. While progressing across this program, you might need help from us around the Azure services and the usage of this technology. For this, we have planned an interactive session for 1.5 hours where we will provide you mentoring around in the live session. We will provide you the guidance on some of the aspects. So you will have options to post your queries on GitHub, your technical queries. But apart from this is the additional session that we have planned. So this is an optional session, and if you have queries, you should join this and get your queries resolved. While saying this, all the queries that we will select would be coming in from the GitHub discussions that you're sending your queries. So if you want your queries to be answered in this interactive sessions, you should also create put in these queries on the GitHub discussions. Next, I will talk about the query management. We would like to handhold you at every point where you need our help. You might have queries. Those are, say we classify them in 2 aspects. One, you might have queries around the process and the platform related stuff. So you can write to support@futurereadytalent.in. This is the email that is also available to you. Within the help desk link on the Future Ready Talent portal. So all your process related and platform related queries go here, while any of the Azure technical queries can go to the GitHub discussions. So students can go into the student category within the GitHub discussion board and raise your queries there. These would again be answered by the EY mentors and your fellow students as well. Now we move towards the final stage, which is the project submission, and I will quickly talk about the various criteria on which your projects will be evaluated. So there are 5 important criteria which you would see here. Your project should be aligned to the specific industry. So as I said, this will be a drop down. You can select one of the industries and use that industry as a use case. Then minimum 3 Azure services should be used. You will update all the project related files onto the GitHub repositories. You will you will check the alignment of your project title and the description, etc. with the specific industries, and then you will look at you should upload your working application on the GitHub repository. So these are 5 mandatory criteria for your project evaluation, and all of these should be taken care for a successful completion. The application should be a working prototype, and all the code associated to the applications that you have developed should be uploaded on the GitHub repository. And now I will talk about some of the exclusive offers that we have included within this program. These exclusive offers will be available to you on the FRT portal, so you can know about some of the exclusive offers and the exciting offers within the exclusive offers section on the FRT portal. So here I am showing you some of the possible exclusive offers on which are the Microsoft official courseware, discounted Microsoft certification exam vouchers. You get an opportunity to get your resume written by professionals, which is offered by Monster, and you also have opportunity to participate in virtual career fairs. When you complete your project, when you complete your project, you successfully complete the internship program, you will get an accreditation in terms of the certificate of participation. This certificate can be downloaded from the FRT portal. So all the successful students can download this certificate of participation, and this will be provided with from Microsoft and NESCOM. So you will see here, this is a sample certificate that I have shown here. With that, I would like to complete this, and we move back to Nidhi.
Thank you, Alok, for a detailed view on the program. I hope our students now have an in-depth understanding of the various facets of the program, and I'm sure they would make a best of this opportunity. Thank you again. Students, I would request you, if you have any questions, you can please go ahead and put them in the Q&A forum. Thank you.
I have few questions, Alok, which I would like to you to answer for the students. I'll just read out these and would request if you can answer it for all our attendees. The first question is, are the certificates paid? Alok, in case if you're speaking, we're not able to hear you.
Gujan, we didn't hear your question. Please repeat that.
Sure. So the question is, are the certificates paid?
The certifications that you take within this course, you would have an opportunity to get discounted exam vouchers.
So I'll also add to it that the internship is not paid, it's fully free. The certification, which is the industry accredited certification, we will have time to time discounts and other promotional offers that we will pass on to the students of this program. So it could be, just watch out on the certification offer page or the, exclusive offer page.
Right. Another question, Alok, is that what type of projects will we get? This is the question under the
so as I already said in the earlier discussion, this is something that you would decide. You will identify the type of project that you want to execute to get an idea on what kind of projects you can implement. We have brought in these industry sessions, the videos that you have. So you can look at you will get an idea on what kind of technology can be used in solving some of the industry challenges. So beyond that, it's your imagination on what kind of a project you want to bring in.
Thanks, Alok. There's one question. Will this internship help in securing jobs in partnering companies?
Can I take that question, Alok?
Sure. Indrani will take that.
Yeah. So for the successful students who complete the, who have vested their energies and have demonstrated their skills and the projects, we would bring in a platform where all our customers and partners who need the talent would be there, and you will be allowed to, have kind of a speed dating sessions, because your profiles would be there, your demos or your projects would be available to the recruiters. And it's like any career expo or the fair. If may the best one win, but we will definitely want to have that opportunity where you meet the recruiters. So we'll bring in that platform to you. We, of course, cannot guarantee job, but may you win, because there's always a demand, and may your project be really of that quality that attracts the recruiter's attention. So all the best.
Thanks, Indrani. There's an extension question. Maybe if you just like to answer that as well. What will be the eligibility criteria for participating in the career fair?
Two parts. One is we definitely are looking at people completing their internship successfully, which means you have that certificate there. We are still considering if students have taken advanced role-based certifications, then that also may become one of the eligibility criteria for people who may not, unfortunately, be able to clear the full journey. We'll take that call later, but we'll keep you informed. But at the same time, as I said, please take the opportunity and get as many as advanced role-based certifications, because that tests the validity or the, your credentials to apply the knowledge. Anybody, let's say, even if it's a global company outside the career fair, if you have an industry certification which says you are an Azure developer, or you are a security engineer, Azure security engineer, I don't think you need any career fairs. You'll anyway be very visible through the LinkedIn, publish that you do, and people will pick you up there. So that's the answer if it just helps. But please watch out for email communications that you receive. time to time, we will try and make this program much more robust, and we will inform the updates.
Thanks, Indrani. That answers the question. Alok, there's one more question. If you can just take that up. On what basis were we selected for this program, or all the students were selected who filled the form?
So the question is about how they were selected for the internship program.
Yes.
All right, so as I have shown the earlier criteria, so there are only two criteria that we have considered. One, these are students coming in from Indian institutions, and second, they are either graduating in they have graduated in 2021 or are graduating in 22-23. So all the students would be eligible for this. So these were the criteria.
Thanks. Just one more question, the last one, which I would like for all the audience to be answered. I'm not from a tech background. I belong to health science background with just basic knowledge. Can I participate in this?
I'll take that question with my own personal experience. So students, I don't come from a tech background. I am not an engineer. I am not even from the science stream. I am from economics stream, and I have all the certifications done in the technology at least the fundamentals level. I am here as a chief learning officer of Microsoft. That should give you the confidence that please get into this industry, get into this journey of getting tech skills, because it will only be fruitful for you in the future.
Yeah, thanks, Indrani. Thanks, Alok, for answering those questions. And Nidhi, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Gunjan. Thank you so much, Indrani, for those encouraging words. I would say I'm sure a lot of students would have been inspired by what you said just now. Okay, so with this, now I would like to invite the next speaker. He's an open source enthusiast who works for GitHub, and he has been focusing on developer education. Previously having worked with organizations like Microsoft, Gojek, Cisco in landing their developer relations, product management, and GTM strategies, his focus has always been helping developers working with product and engineering teams at scale. He will discuss on what you will be doing on GitHub and FRT portal related to your project development and project submission, and how you will get access to the student developer pack. With these words, I would like to invite Education Community Manager, GitHub, Arkadyuti Saha. Over to you, Arkadyuti.
Hey everyone, hope you all are having a long, interesting sessions. Thanks to all the keynote speakers and fundamentals, walking everyone through this Future Ready Talent Program. Firstly, congratulations to each one of you for participating in this amazing program where you not just get to learn with a lot of learning content, but you spend time in building your student projects and shaping up your tech resume for getting in jobs. And really +1 to the fact that, when Indrani mentioned that it's not just for someone who is from a CS background, we want to break that gap and invite a lot of non-CS grads building their projects, contributing to open source, and shaping up their careers even in tech. I'll walk everyone through what is it like to build student projects on GitHub. Let me know if I'm able to share my screen. Is my screen visible? And I hope I'm not on mute.
Yes, Alok, we can hear.
Perfect. All right. So first things first, what will get you started with GitHub usage or using GitHub during this entire learning, learning path of Future Ready Talent is finishing off the self-learning content or self-learning sessions. You'll find all of this in the advanced GitHub trainings part of your self-paced learning. It's going to open up tomorrow, 7th onwards. So first things first, please take the learning labs. It will give you the fundamental understanding of how to use GitHub, how to create an account, how to build your first repository, what is the GitHub flow like, how do you use GitHub for your code repository management, or creating your first actions. So yes, all of this is interesting, but you'll get to know and understand only if you take the learning lab. So yeah, first things first, please take the self-learning paths before you move on to building your projects. Cool. So next is, what do we do at GitHub Education team ideally? Like GitHub Education primarily focuses on two things: equipping students, teachers, and admins with a lot of tools and resources, and engaging them with amazing student programs, teacher programs, and the community to leverage. That's what we do. And that's like the ecosystem of GitHub Education. You have campus experts. I think Dheeraj already mentioned about how amazing campus experts are in being advocates of GitHub in the student community. We have advisors who run a lot of amazing content and workshops in academic institutions and campus program universities and schools. These are partner enrolled programs who join GitHub and get a lot of benefits, from a tools, resources, and programs point of view. We also have tools like the teacher toolbox, classroom, and most importantly, that cute little yellow bag you see, that's the student developer pack. I'm going to talk a lot about it, what's it, and how you can leverage student developer pack from this entire initiative. So far, we have served more than 2 million students since 2012, and the goal is to scale up and help more than 10 million student developers and help them shape their student development journey. So what's student developer pack? There's been a lot of questions, I know, on discussions, on a lot of email queries about what do we do, what do you leverage, what do you get out of it. It's like a suite of tools that you get access to being part of this community, and you can leverage to build your amazing student projects. It has the tools that you really need to build your project, focusing on either of the themes that you saw. Like it could be health tech, it could be healthcare, sustainability, anything. So yeah, you need a suite of tools to build it, and you can host your projects on Azure. There's tools like you can use of Canva, you can use Twilio, a lot more, and definitely have it all on GitHub. What does it look like when you apply to a GitHub student developer pack? You get access to something called as Global Campus. And Global Campus is, again, one space for a student developer to get access to all the suite of tools that is part of student developer pack, explore a lot of other content and events that's happening around you, connect with a lot of student community leaders, could be a campus expert, and get to know about what's happening in the student ecosystem as well through blogs, content, events, and a lot more. Let's watch how this really looks like. This is how GitHub campus program, or I would say, the global campus, how it looks like. The first look, where you get to see what offers have you claimed. You can see what offers you haven't claimed so far. Who's the nearest campus expert? What is the event which is happening around you? And definitely watch a lot of content which is available on our Twitch stream. What's the power of student developer packs? Some sample projects. This is Janavi Prasad. He worked on the simple portfolio website using GitHub. Again, put it up on a domain on his, getting it part of the Namecheap subscription. And that's again 2 tools you use out of student developer pack. Here's another sample project. We all know how hard is especially how time has been with COVID-19 around, but it's an amazing student project that helps you track what every country current rate is and what, comparing with other countries, what these current cases are like using the available APIs built by a student from India, Gagan. And again, you can find all of this sample projects all on the project library. Now, what's going to help you build your next project? Definitely Azure. It gives you free access to 25 plus services, and almost you get $100 credit part of your subscription as well. So how do you use Azure, or how do you activate your Azure account, which is the Azure for Students? while you are getting the student developer pack. First thing, you navigate on the Azure portal, sign in using GitHub. Once you have your student developer pack activated, by default, you would be getting access to Azure for Student $100 subscription. Don't forget to check whether your subscription is tagged into Azure for Students or not. So yeah, just don't go ahead and create another Azure subscription. You would need a credit card for getting in the Azure $100 credits. But if you have your student developer pack activated, all you need to do is sign in to Azure using your GitHub account. You'll automatically get your default subscription as Azure for Students. Also, do check what your usage details has been like, if how much of credit has been used while you build your project in the project phase. Here's how it looked like as a demo I would show. Yeah, so all you need to do is sign in to Azure when you're in your global campus account, and then you'll be redirected to Azure account. So yeah, just sign in to Azure using your GitHub account. I'm using one of my test emails. And then yep, that's your Azure account that you have, and you can get started using it. How's the project submission going to look like? Like, you are building this entire project, you have a lot of learning sessions, you're working on your entire flow. After you have done with your synopsis, we need to see what you have built. We need to want to access your code. We would want to see your demo and your flow chart or the architecture diagram along with your presentation. So yeah, you'll have again access to this, all of this on the platform on Future Ready Talent. For adding these detailed informations, ideally from GitHub, I've shown some sample projects. Put up your repository link so that the evaluation team can review those projects. If you have a demo, live demo hosted, could be on Azure, and you can share that link if you have an accessible link. Put it up on your GitHub repository as well, so that we can just see your repository, access your code, see your project description. Your README should talk a lot about your project, most importantly. So yeah, please make sure that you refer to the sample projects that I mentioned and write a good README. And along with that, include the demo link as well. But yes, make sure you fill in the right fields while walking through or while submitting your project. The final thing is GitHub discussions. In the last couple of weeks, I think, yeah, almost 2 weeks now, we have seen some tremendous support from the Future Ready Talent student community. It's great to see all students helping each other out in solving their technical queries, and that's like the power of working on GitHub. You just don't work on your own project or build your own project, but you learn to collaborate with others, learn to co-create with others while you build your project part of this Future Ready Talent program. Continue to do those while you're part of this program and leverage the community even after it's done. We definitely don't want your journey of contributing or building open source projects or shaping up your resume, tech resume, or being it on GitHub just until Future Ready Talent, but we would want it to be continued even after. So yeah, learn to collaborate and spend time enough during this program with every other student developers, connecting with them, collaborating with them, and co-creating with them. I've spoken a lot about what tools and what not tools. You can find all of it on education.github.com. It's one-stop place for a student developer to get started and build amazing student projects. Until then, have questions, you know where to reach out. It's all on discussions. We all are there to support. EY team is there to support, and so is GitHub. Thank you so much, everyone. Looking forward to seeing some amazing student projects out of this program.
Thank you, Arkodyuti, for an interesting and informative insight on how students can work on GitHub. And I would say, students, it's a great opportunity to get hands-on. And we really hope that you would leverage this opportunity that has been presented to you. Thank you so much again, Arkudyuti. And students, if you have any questions, you can please put those questions in the Q&A section.
Nidhi, we'll wait for a minute here. I've requested Alok to come in and quickly summarize a couple of important callouts related to the orientation page completion. And so let's wait for Alok to join in.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, Nidhi, I'm here. We can go ahead.
Okay, so Alok, I understand you're going to put across a summary of the different discussions that we have had just now and some additional points. So I think please take up the panel.
Sure. So I understand students have many queries around if their profile is not getting updated or they are not able to track the progress. So some of these aspects were covered in the session, but I would like to summarize some of those. So when you're registering on your FRT portal, there are 5 different things that you will have to update in your profile. I have shown you that your LinkedIn profile, your AIC, your Future Skills Prime email, your MS Learn, your LinkedIn, etc. And then you will also update your GitHub profile. So once all of these are updated, then only your profile will be considered to be complete. When you complete this profile, you will get access to both the industry videos as well as your self-learned content. Self-learned content will be available to you from tomorrow. The industry videos were available from a couple of weeks. So people who have completed their profile earlier would already have the access. In case you have not completed your profile, you can complete the profiles as I have demonstrated to you, and then you will get the access to these self-learn courses from tomorrow. For moving into any of the steps, you should complete the prior prerequisites, which I have demonstrated you. So, and these videos, the video for the orientation session would be available to you. In case you want to refer back anything, you can always refer to this video. So that's what I would like to say here. Are there any questions that you would want me to cover?
Alok, I'll just read out few questions. These might be a repeat, but I'm seeing these questions coming very frequently. So I think you can just kind of reiterate so that everybody gets answers to these questions. One is, what is the timeline of the program?
Okay, so I have covered this in detail. Your registrations started on 15th of September and your results will be announced in December. So there are different phases that I have spoken about. The important timeline that you should target or remember is when you complete your profiles, you will have access to the self-learn courses from tomorrow, which is 7th of October. And industry videos are already available to you. They are available to you till 25th of October. And similarly, you have timelines that I had shown you to, maybe I can project that again. Allow me a minute here so that now you should see the program timeline. So we started on 15th of September. critical aspects. Your industry videos were available to you from 29th of October. This is something which is already completed now. I mean, it's already available to you. You can, we are here today. Your courses will be available to you from 7th, that's tomorrow, all the way till 25th of November. Project synopsis submission opens on 15th of October, closes on 29th of October. Project submission starts on 30th October, completes on 13th of November. Post evaluation, your results would be announced on 1st of December.
Thanks, Alok. There's one question. I think you just touched upon this question, this point just now also. But there's one question that is coming in is that I have provided my details onto the orientation page twice, but every time I refresh the page, I'm not able to see those details. So would you like to answer this?
Sure. So for any such queries, any such issues that you're facing around the process or the platform, you have been provided a support ID. So you can write to support at futurereadytalent.in. Your queries will be resolved there. In case, so first step might be you may want to log off and log in again to these portals. In case your issue is not resolved, you should write to this email. This email is also available towards the bottom of the Future Ready Talent portal under Help Desk.
Right. And adding to what Alok has said, ensure students that when you are providing the detail for a particular portal, you click on the submit button also, because that's how your ID is being saved. So ensure that you have to click on submit button after providing each of these details. Okay, one more question. So is this necessary that we should complete by 9 weeks?
Is it necessary to complete?
Complete the internship in 9 weeks.
Right. So these dates might change, but as on today, as on date, these are the dates, and we are expected to complete the virtual internship within these timelines. If there are any changes, we will keep you notified about those.
Right. Another question, my university is not affiliated under AICT, so am I unable to register for it? Any solutions?
So all these students from Indian institutions are eligible to register within this program. There are additional AICT credits which are possible. Those may not be, so students who are not, students who are studying in institutions not associated to the AICT, they may not be eligible for those credits, but you're definitely eligible for this internship program.
Right. Thanks, Alok. I think these are the kind of the repeat question, and students, you would have got answers to all your questions. Whatever questions you have posted in the chat, these would be replied by the moderator. So you can just watch for those answers, and even these would be available to you as a FAQ. Thanks, Alok. Over to you, Nidhi.
All right,
Thank you, Gunjan. Thank you, Alok, and thank you, Gunjan. I would want to thank our esteemed panel of speakers for your insights on the Future Ready Talent Program today. It was really an honor and pleasure to have all of you here with us. You have brought forward to our students your years of experience, making it a very insightful session. It's ultimately the participation which makes any initiative successful. I want to thank all the students who are looking forward to participate in this program and make this program and their careers successful. Hope you all will make the best of this opportunity that has been offered to you today. Let's all walk together for a brighter future. Thanks to one and all.